So now in this class, I will going to discuss about the importance of organizing. So as you know, importance are nothing but the benefits. As the manager in the organization, why we need to combine the resources, why we need to create authority and responsibility relationship among the employees means because of to get all these 7 benefits we need to perform the function of management, that is organizing. That is why this concept is clearly explains about the importance or the benefits of organizing. Let us discuss each and every benefit in systematic manner. The first benefit of organizing is benefits of specialization. So as you know, in organizing, the first stage of organizing process, that is the specific worker performs a specific job on a regular basis that speed up the work. So here in organizing, what we are going to do, so we are identifying the activities that are performed in achieving the target, and we are grouping all the identified jobs. According to that, the each divided work is allocated to the specific worker in the organization, means that will going to leads to increased work in the organization. So that is why where the first importance of organizing is benefits of specialization. So how you are going to get the specialization advantage? By proper allocation of specific work to the specific person, then he will going to perform the work on regular basis. Automatically that will going to increase the doing of work in a systematic manner. So that is why through the help of organizing we can able to get the specialization. So say for example, in a college or school, you planned to conduct or organize a function. So in that function, there are series of activities that are to be involved. So like we need to make the stage decoration, we need to make arrangement for guest hospitality, so we need to make all the actions that are to be fulfill the entire function grand success. At that time, the specific person is having more interest in making the decoration of the stage. So if you provide the decoration work to that student, then he will going to work more effectively. So according to that, so there is a student, he is well known about how to make the guest hospitality. At the time you are going to give that work to the proper student, means he will going to complete the work in efficient way. So that is why as a manager you must provide proper work to the sufficient or efficient employee in the organization, means that will going to leads to specialization, that is to be get by the organizing function. Then second is clarity in working relationship. So as you know, in each and every level and organization, there will be an superior and a subordinate. So where the organization structure clearly defines who is superior and who is subordinator in the organization. So that is why clear allocation of authority and responsibility relationship determines who is superior and who is subordinate, from whom the worker must receive the order and to whom the worker send report about performance of their work. So that clearly defined in the organizing process. That is why the second advantage is clarity in working relationship. The peoples come to know who is superior and who is subordinate, from whom they will get the work and to whom they must report in the organization. Say for example, in an organization, the structure will be like CEO, below him the branch manager will come, so below him, so deputy branch manager is going to work, and below him all the departmental heads, they are going to work, and below the departmental heads like supervisor, and below the supervisor the workers will going to perform their duties. Like that, by looking into this structure, we can easy to identify who is superior and who is subordinate. Say for example, for worker who is superior, supervisor. So for supervisor who is superior, departmental head. So for departmental heads who is superior, deputy branch manager. So for a deputy branch manager who is superior, branch manager. For a branch manager who is superior means chief executive officer. So that is why we, by looking into this organization structure, we can easily describe the authority and responsibility relationship. So already I told you that always authority flows from top level management to lower level management, and responsibility which moves upward from lower level management to higher level management. So this is about the second benefit. Then third importance of organizing is effective administration. So with the help of organizing, we can able to create the effective administration of the enterprise. How it means? So in the organizing structure, we are clearly defined the working relationship. So based on that, the employees, they come to know what is the work that is to be performed in the organization, that makes no confusion and no duplication of work. So that will going to leads the better administration of the enterprise. Say for example, manager given order to the branch manager, CEO given order to the branch manager gives instruction to deputy branch manager gives instruction to departmental managers, means they are having clarity in work. According to that, without confusion, without the duplication of efforts by the individuals, they are going to work more effectively in the organization. That will going to increase the administration of the enterprise. That is why the third importance is effective administration. Then fourth comes, that is expansion and growth. So as you know, the main objective of enterprise is to get the growth and expansion of the market in more territories. So how it is to be? How it is to be possible means through the help of organizing. Through the help of organizing, the company can able to get the benefit of expansion and growth. How it means? Organizing structure enables to take new challenges and opportunities which are available to the company to enter a different market segment and in a different localities. That will going to help the industry to expand more branches, to produce the more diversified business organization. That is why through the help of organizing, we can able to expand and get the opportunity of growth prospects. Then fifth is adaptation to change. As many times I told you that the business is in a dynamic in nature. Nothing is constant. Everything is always changing in nature. According to the changes made within the organization or outside environment, according to that changes, we need to make modifications and we need to implement all the changes in the organization. The changes will be implemented in the company through the flexible organization structure. So through the help of easy organizational structure, or we can able to adopt the changes which is made in the environment. According to that changes, we can able to modify the business organization and its structure. So this is about the fifth adaptation to the change. Then sixth is optimum utilization of resources. As you know, optimum means maximum. Optimum means maximum utilization of resources. Which are the resources means? That is 4 M's. Men, money, material and machinery. So this point says that with the help of organizing process, the resources are to be used appropriately and maximum to the possibility. So how it means? In organizing structure, we clearly defined who is superior and who is subordinate, and whatever the work that is to be done by the individuals by the superior is clearly defined. So according to the order given by the superior, subordinators are working means they don't have any confusions and they will not going to waste the resources, and duplication of work is not possible. That will going to leads the effective and efficient use of all the available resources. Say for example, the worker know what is to be done. So worker know what is to be done means he is clear about his work. So he must do the work by using the resources. At the time the worker is not having any confusions means he will going to use the resources, and according to that he must undertake the operating procedures of the manufacturing of goods. That is why with the help of organization structure we can able to use the resources effectively and efficiently to the extent of possibility. Then last advantage is development of personnel. So as you know, personnel which includes all the human resource. Personnel which includes workers, employees, officers, managers, all human resource working in the enterprise. Through the help of organizing, the human resource who are working in the organization can also get developed. So how it means, organizing structure provides an opportunity to the employees to get growth in job. So where if the employee is working more effectively and he is completing the given task within the span of period, means automatically his sincerity, honesty and hard work is reflected in getting the promotion in the organization. Say for example, supervisor. So a person working as a supervisor since from 5 years. So in 5 years he achieved and he worked more promptly and sincerely, he achieved all his target. At that time, the manager provided a promotion as the departmental head, means he will get happy and he will going to work more and more in the organization. That is why the organization identifies the worker capabilities, employees capabilities, knowledge and skill as well as experience. Based on that, the organization structure allows a person to get a promotion and to get a higher position in the enterprise. That is why organizing also help in development of personnel. So who is having the deserving capability, who is having rich experience, knowledge and skills, those can able to get the good position in the enterprise. All these concepts and points which explains about the importance of organizing. It is very important concept. It may ask in 8 marks. There is a little bit more chance of asking in annual examination for 8 marks. So if it asks in 8 marks, do write the meaning of organizing, definition of organizing and all these 7 points with the explanation. So this is all about the importance of organizing.